I am doing fabulous. I'm in Cabo. How are you not fabulous in Cabo?
It's a blast. It's unbelievable. It's comedian heaven.
I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm excellent. I took a shower today. Feel good. I use hand sanitizer.
Food's great. The people are great.
Cabo, my first time in Mexico, aside from, Tijuana, which I don't think really counts as Mexico.
First time in Mexico. Well, we're not going to talk about that.
When I got the phone call that I was going to go to Cabo to do comedy, first I was like, do they speak English?
At first I thought it was my probation officer, because the cop was like, why is Mexico calling me? You know what I'm saying? I did some stuff over here in the past, so I'm a little nervous, but it was for the comedy show, so I'm only here, then I got a jet right away.
Been in LA for 9 years. First time I've ever been to Mexico. So I got a nice burn. The longer I'm in Hollywood, the more of I become. Really. Like in Chicago, I had dogs. You know what I mean? In Hollywood, I have a dog. She's a pug. Her name is Lunchbox.
Best feeling about being on stage, I think, is looking out and watching the people react.
The best feeling on stage is that my inner child gets to be hugged a little bit each and every time. A little deep? Sorry. It's for me.
That's how you execute your job really well. When you can connect with a room full of strangers that you've never met before.
I got a very complicated life, and it feels good to get out there, because I can't tell my dad this stuff, because he'll get upset, but if I could say it on stage and people laugh, I get my needs met. George Foreman is coming out with a new product. It's called the George Foreman bed. And basically, the bed is on a slant, so when fat people are making love, the grease could just come down.
They made a movie version of my life. I would be honored if Mariah Carey would play my part. She's my favorite of the divas.
Vin Diesel.
The highlight of my career, got to tour with Bob Saget.
A younger Matthew Broderick, perhaps.
Denzel Washington. I know we're not the same skin tone, but I love you, Denzel. I love you, man.
Tyrese, the model.
I saw Training Day in Spanish. Even then, it was still amazing.
He's really not Danny Tanner. He's very dirty. It was kind of like, finding out that your dad, does drugs. But he's the sweetest guy I've ever met. My daughter came via C-section. Does any grown-ups know about a C-section? It's the craziest, bloodiest thing I have ever seen. When the baby comes out, it's like a Mayan sacrifice. It's like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. He's got like a horned hat with a goat skull. He's pointing at Kalima Shakti Day, Kalima Shakti Day. And the nurses, they're like, Madam, Madam, Mada Suram. The anesthesiologist has a drum. It's like, Mada Suram, Mada Suram.
I was on stage in Connecticut. I was like a newer comic. And I was nervous already. They closed down a nightclub and they put a DJ booth on the stage, draped a Puerto Rican flag over it. I was like, this is gonna go well.
If you can, be dysfunctional. Try to get a lot of neglect in your life. Go to therapy continuously to address your issues. That's what I recommend.
5 minutes in, the audience decides they want nothing to do with me, and they start yelling out other career options. You should have been a nurse. How about a teacher? And it wouldn't have been that bad, but it was being broadcast live on Connecticut radio. My boyfriend's a great guy. He's a big guy too. He's like 6'2", which is giant for a Mexican guy. Like when I first met him, I was like, are you made up of several smaller Mexicans? Is that how this works?
Check out your boy Laughing Vlad in Cabo.
Don't forget to watch me on Stand Up and Deliver on NUVOtv.
Guys, watch Nuvo. Stand Up and Deliver. I'm here. Come on, what are you thinking? What are you watching? What are you watching? News? Shut up.